Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing the Tarot Tea and Tuesday challenge, which has been put on by the lovely V Love and Crystals. The details of this challenge I will put in the description box below, my lovelies. It has been going on for quite some time now and it's a really nice format to bring like-minded people together and share their knowledge and experiences and follow some of the prompts that V has put out for us. But today I wanted to firstly touch on, well, I actually wanted to give a shout out to Indigo Moon Woman, Diane. She is part of the Tarot Tea and Tuesday Brigade. If you haven't heard of Indigo Moon Woman, I will put her link as well in the description box below. And she touched on recently about things that we're unaware of, what is actually, you know, in our foods, which can be quite alarming. So I will put that link below because this is why it's quite apt really for the Tea Tarot Tuesday. And today I haven't actually got any tea, okay, not because of I didn't fancy any, but there's a reason why, but I'll touch on that in a moment. But Diane did mention about what we are unaware of what is being put in our teas and coffees, and it is quite alarming really. So if you haven't heard of Indigo Moon Woman, like I say, I will put the link below, giving a shout out because she's so knowledgeable. She's such a lovely, warm person, and it's interesting what she's starting her talks on about the toxins that are being put in our foods and everything else. So if you're interested on that kind of thing, then click on the link and I will let you go and see what she's been talking about there. I've got this little cat here today, okay. I absolutely love candles. I'm a right candle monster, and this was done in an actual sort of mug. So you burn the candle through. It's soy wax, obviously natural candles. I don't like the paraffin wax. Yankee candles, as much as I used to love them, okay, and I've got, you know, people buy them all around the world, but they are so they use a lot of paraffin wax. I think they have sort of diverted a little bit, but I buy my candles from a company called Gemporia. Now Gemporia, they sell worldwide, okay. They sell gemstones, jewellery. They do a lot of holistic stuff as well, through Jainey Bennett, who is one of the founders, okay, of the company. She originally was born in Australia. She came to live in England for a while, but then I think she moved back out to Australia. She has got a Facebook page as well. I am not on Facebook, but I know she has a Facebook page. She's got Instagram, okay. I will put the Instagram link below because I do follow her on there, and she brings out some absolutely wonderful things, guys. They tend to put gemstones within the candle soy, so when you're burning it down, you know, it produces an item carved. It can be, I think there's a carved cat in here in this one. But if you've never heard of gemporia.com, again, I will put the link below because, as I say, they have live auctions and they've got their site, and I just absolutely an amazing company. And a lot of the people who work there actually own shares in, so the people who work there, it's like one big family. There's another link to Gemporia called Primal Health, and the founder of Gemporia is a real believer. He changed his lifestyle and everything, but he also wrote a book, and he was giving it away free with different items that were purchased through Gemporia a while back because he wanted to spread the word of, you know, that we need to be looking at what's going in our foods, okay, what we can't see, and very organic. His grassroots are very organic. So this was what I wanted to do, the theme today, because I listened to Brandy again, who's part of the Tea and Tarot Brigada, okay. Brandy, I was listening to you yesterday, Monday morning, because you were doing all your lovely unboxings. Again, if you haven't heard of Brandy, I will click her channel into the description box below because she is a lovely person. I absolutely love you, Brandy. The way you deliver everything, it's just, it you know, what you see is what you get with Brandy. Not sugar coated. She'll just, you know, say it as it is. And she was on about a channel called the Greenwitch channel, and the Greenwitch has also got another channel called Daughter of Old. A very young lady, I would say mid-20s if that, and she studied about herbs, herbalism basically, and the quality of her channel, the way she films things, I mean, it's all professionally, do you know what I mean? It's absolutely first class standard what she does, but it's very, very informative. And I think this is it's knocking on now with why I've introduced about Indigo Moon Woman's channel, and this is how I have been feeling over the last couple of weeks, that we do start to need to open our eyes and start to realise that we are in a world surrounded by plants and trees and flowers. I am a big believer that every plant, flower on this earth has a purpose and a healing property. Yes, some can be poisonous, obviously, but most plants on this planet have been put on here for a purpose for the human race, okay? Healing properties. If we go back hundreds of years ago, this is where the witches came into it. You know, they were doing their tinctures and their little remedies, picking things out the woods and everything, and healing. But healing back in those years was looked as sorcery, and you were a witch and you were burnt at the stake, when really it was medicine, okay? Natural medicine that has been around us for centuries, okay, my lovelies. So I've got a lot to sort of touch on today. So this leads me now to a book I bought recently. I'm just going to move my lovely little cat candle out the way, okay? So this brings me on to a book I bought. And I'll show you the box first, because it came out originally. It's the illustrated Herbiary, okay, but this is the collectible box set. There's been an edition before this one where the cards, because there's 36 bewitching botanical cards that come with this, they were like tiny little cutouts that you just pushed out, very quite flimsy. But she sort of revamped the actual cards, okay, to a lot thicker, bigger cardstock. So I went for obviously the second edition of this, the actual collectible box set, and it's by Maia Toll. And the story behind Maia, it's quite interesting. I'm not going to divulge it on here, but basically she was a teacher, I believe, in America, and something obviously happened, and it just literally changed her life path overnight from a dream that she had, and she followed what she was being told through this dream. So it is interesting. I will try and find the YouTube video for that and also link that in the description box today. So I purchased this, guys, and the book itself is this lovely, I'd say it's about an A5 size, okay, little A5 size. It's quite just the right size, I believe. I like, you know, it's not too big to handle, just a nice size. But can you see the shine? I know whether the shine's picking up on this cover. Absolutely stunning. Here I am again, guys. Absolutely stunning booklet. Okay, the feel to it and everything. But it's the information that is in this book that is, you know, resonates, and it shows you different flowers and plants and what their you know, purposes that they can be used for in healing. Okay, so I was just talking about, wasn't I, the Greenwitch and Daughter of Old channel. If you haven't seen that young girl, I will put, as I say, the links below, because it's just she just transports you into this. It took me back into like Victorian times, because even her dress as well, some of the dress sense that she wears, it just took me back to like a past life. That's how it resonated with me. It sort of awakened something in me, thinking, you know what, this is what we should all start to be doing, you know, reverting back to the old traditions and the old ways. So I'm just going to open this booklet up, okay? So we've got this lovely inside cover. Okay, so illustrated by Kate O'Hara, the actual illustrations are. And as I was saying, it was just, I mean, lavender's always been one that I've absolutely loved for sleeping purposes. The smell of lavender's really calming in baths and everything else. So that has always been a, you know, that's a popular one that everybody seems to know of. But in this book, it just, you know, there was, it describes about oats, okay? And it was saying, you know, you can wrap normal porridge oats, what you have with your breakfast, and in it put some ground, either chamomile or even lavender, and you make like a little herbal pouch, and you can drop that in your bath, okay? And it makes all your skin really, you know, that it emanates from the bag, and then you're bathing within it. There's some lovely tips in this booklet. I bought this book from Amazon, so if you are interested, you can get it from Amazon, you know, wherever you are in the world. But it was like the daisy, it says here. And just to let you know, the pictures in the book reflect the actual cards, so I'll come on to the cards in a moment. But it says, she'll heal a bruise and quiet inflammation, but nothing like her cousin Arnica. Now, obviously, if you do know your herbs and flowers and what have you, then you know that Arnica is good for bringing out, you know, soothing any bruises. Simply Beautiful Cosmetics, SBC, here in the UK, is what I use. QVC, now I know they're all around the world, QVC, they stock SBC. Their gels are done organically from, you know, lavender, evening primrose. They do a massive range, SBC do. You can get good bargains directly through their site, but if you are looking abroad, then QVC may be your better option there. But I have been working with SBC products. They're absolutely, they don't stick on your skin, they don't mark your clothing, they just sink in, absolutely. And you can mix them. I've got aloe vera, I've got evening primrose oil, they do a witch hazel gel, soothing leg gel. Honestly, if you haven't heard of SBC, that's another one that you need to have a look at, because like I say, it depends in the world where you are, but I know QVC do stock SBC. I'm not sure if it's in America, you know, the other countries who run QVC, but if you're here in the UK, check out, they have some discounted on the channel itself, on their website. But SBC, I can't rave, you know, it's one of my go-tos every time. So I'm just going to carry on flicking through this booklet, okay? It's got some lovely little affirmations as well, little rituals that you can follow, okay? And I just absolutely love this book, and that's why I jumped on here today. And I thought, you know what, for the Tea Tarot Tuesday challenge, I'm going to put this out. Red clover. Now, if you're a woman of a certain age, okay, menopausal, red clover is really, really good to take for when you go through your hot sweats. So that is, if you didn't know that, then just some research on red clover. But yeah, like I say, we've got all these things around us that we just take for granted, guys, and there are so many uses. Now, I'm looking at the violet because I'm going back to Brandy, because she mentioned from the Green Witches channel, and I think you must have tried making this before and didn't get the actual violet colour come through so brightly as I think her name's Anna, who runs the Green Witch channel. She did a violet syrup, okay? She shows you how to do it, and it's absolutely, honestly, this colour in the jar. I haven't looked at the full video of that because I only stumbled on it recently, so I am really intrigued of what the properties, okay, of the violet can help us with. So, as I say, I'm just raving. I'm raving. Am I raving loony? Maybe, but I'm just raving about this book, guys, because it's such a lovely little go-to book, and I haven't even touched the surface of it really yet myself. White sage, we all smudge, don't we, you know, to clear the air around us. A lot of you know, tarot readers and clairvoyance and everything else believe in smudging, and it's good for in the house as well. I was, you know, getting rid of the stale energies and everything, and as it says, letting go. So this is what I wanted to talk about. Okay, passionate about wanting to start to do a little bit more with herbs, plants, back remedies. That's another thing that's been going on for years. Okay, back remedies you can buy for all different things, if you're for anxiety, you know, depression and everything else. But I want to do my own research into it. Okay, and that's probably why I had to stumble on the Green Witches channel, because like I say, there was something that just struck me with that channel. And she's so humble. She's not big-headed in any way, you know. She's so humble in her approach, but very, very knowledgeable. And as I say, it's like watching a film, guys, when you do sort of stumble on her channel. So this is the little booklet itself. Okay, now I'll show you the cards. I did do a pick a card by using 3 of these on my last one of my last reads, because I just like the artwork of the actual plants. So yeah, it's an absolutely golden little booklet. Okay, and this is the actual author, Maia Toll. Okay, is a herbalist, storyteller, folklorist and women's wisdom mentor. She opened her natural product shop, Herbiary, herbary.com, after returning from a year-long apprenticeship with a traditional healer in Ireland. She is a registered herbalist with the American Herbalist Guild and teaches across the globe. You can find her latest writings, online classes and information about her in-person retreats at maiatoll.com. So she's got a couple of websites, guys, but I will try and drop that link in, as I said, where she stands in front of people basically saying how her life was changed and why she was led on this path. So in the box set, you get a lovely little pouch to keep the cards in. Okay, and these are the actual cards. They've got sort of gold edges, and they have numbers at the very bottom which associate to the page, so you can turn directly to the page. They've got little affirmations on the top like tough love, and that's the lavender one. They're just all the same backs, which was the same lining as we'd got in the front of the book itself. So these are some of the cards. Look, red clover, so it's the artwork as well, and obviously it shows the actual plant like rosemary there. Okay, but in a very artistic form. It's not like somebody's took a, you know, a photograph of the actual plant itself. These are obviously just in art form of, you know, giving some idea of what the plants are. Sweet violet. Okay, and then we've got the apple, because obviously they've got the snakes around because it was associated with, in the Bible, as Adam and Eve, you know, tempted by the apple. So yeah, these are the little cards. They are quite a nice size actually. So, and as I said, what the pages are exactly the same as the cards. But like perseverance, you can use these as oracle cards in just your readings. I love this one. I think this is absolutely beautiful. The way the roots are joining hands, and that's the quaking aspen. We are one. You know, so you just get, I just get lost in artwork anyway, because those people who've followed me for a while now know that I pick my cards sometimes just for the artwork. That's marshmallow. So yeah, please check out Green Witch's channel and Daughter of Old. That's her other channel. You know, it might not be your cup of tea, but I just wanted to put that out there today. So that was one of the things I wanted to share with you. The other thing is I've had a new deck, guys. Excuse me, I'm just cleaning my throat. Should have bought a drink up, look. And I purchased this deck, and I think this is the first edition, one of the first editions. It was very hard to get hold of. It's the Star Tarot, and it's by Kathy McClelland. I think that's how you pronounce her name. It's quite a nice box set. And as I say, I hunted this down really, and I couldn't find it here in the UK quite readily, to be fair. But I think they're bringing out another edition, and like a sort of a second edition maybe. I know it's another edition because the picture is slightly a little bit different on the new boxing, what was on Amazon. I think I had this from Book Depository. Don't quote me on that, but it's just, I'll open it up for you. It's one of these magnetic ones, and look at the picture. I've got this upside down until I've had the book out. Look, I'll move that out a second and I'll come back to that in a minute. So you've got this lovely picture here. Okay, try not to get the shine on it for you. There, it's absolutely beautiful how they've done that. And then you've got the cards. They came with the major arcana and then obviously the sets of cards. I have had these out, but I am just going to quickly show you these. They're not very, I thought they were, I didn't think they were very bright, outstanding cards, but there is something about them that I did quite like. And obviously going on the main themes as well of the traditional tarot, okay. I'll just show you the booklet quickly. It's just it's quite a big guidebook on this. And it just goes through, obviously, in detail, quite in depth, to be fair. Just black and white pictures of the cards. I'm not really one for guidebooks, okay? If you're starting out, then I understand why you may want to, you know, understand what the elements of the cards are. But because I've been sort of reading now for 30 years plus, then I don't mess with the guidebooks. I just go with what I feel, okay? Because obviously when you've been in it long enough, as I have, then you just get your own feelings and downloads and everything else. Quite big cards, guys, these are. Quite large for a tarot deck. Glossy backs on them. There's no gilding on these, just plain. But they have got borders on, which I know V hates borders. A lot of people hate borders. They don't bother me. I just buy the cards as they are, and I would never mess about with them, okay? Because I think you're defacing the value of them in future when they do become rare. You know, by cutting things and everything else, I do feel you can sort of it makes a big impact on their value in the future. So this is the Strength card. That's a beautiful card. So I'll just bring it up a bit closer. I'm just going to show you a few of these. I haven't worked with these yet, but I am going to shuffle one in a moment, and we'll get a card out for today for the Tea and Tarot Brigade to see what the week ahead is in store for us. Okay, so that's the Star. These are some of the Cups cards. I mean, that's a nice Cups. Three of Cups. So you have got the numbers on the top as well, obviously. But I just felt they were quite... they've got like a muted type of artwork print on them. Not really, you know, not sort of outstanding from the card. It sort of really just blends in. But even so, I did like, I do like the artwork in them. That's 8 of Cups. Pentacles. I like that one as well, because normally with the 3 of Swords you just get the heart and the 3 swords in, but you've actually got a person there like in despair, and it's like the spirits around, you know, of coming close around. Because normally you just get the heart, don't you, in the normal, and you've got rain for it. I just love, I'm terrible, as I said, guys, I'm so drawn to artwork. And I have actually put an order in this week. Was it the weekend? There's a company in the UK, again this is obviously for people who are in the UK, the Holisticshopuk. They have some real good discounts on there. Some of their prices are a lot cheaper than Amazon and Book Depository. I've had a lot of journals, and I know Ikali Sunflower B, you like your journals, and they've got some beautiful journals on there, and they are discounted at the moment. So that's the holisticshop.co.uk. I'm in no way an affiliate with them or anything. I just like people who sell things at a reasonable price. So I will put the link in as well for that site. So Pentacles again. So these are some of the cards. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but you tend to get the idea of what the artwork is like on some. As I say, it's not, I think this is one of the first editions. They are sort of bringing another one out as when I was looking at Amazon. I think they've bought another edition out of this. But I only buy what I'm drawn to anyway. But I do like these. But they've got this sort of far away look about them. They're not, you know, you can get some tarot cards and they really stand out. You know, they just really jump out at you. But these is like, it's like a muted, tranquil presence about these. I think that's lovely. The moon, the world. So yeah, that was one of my favourites, the Seven of Swords. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is shuffle these and we'll get a card out for today for my lovelies. Okay. See what the energy for the Tea and Tarot Brigade is. I hope you're all doing well anyway, guys. I was watching, as I said, Brandy's channel on Monday. She did 3 unboxings. I think it was Witch's Roots. I'm not familiar with those boxes because we don't get those in the UK. We did have one, Tamed Wild, that goes all around the world, and I was literally in the processes. I'd been offered an affiliate link for it because they were based in Wales here in the UK, and then all of a sudden they closed the Welsh trading aspect of it, and it all went over back to the States. And I just thought, oh wow, because I was going to subscribe to one of their boxes to see what it was like. They have about 5 key items in there. I've been watching videos as you do on YouTube, and they looked like it was decent quality items, because some of these boxes, they're like quite tacky, cheap Chinese. I'm not having a go at the Chinese obviously, but you're just not well made things in there, like things that you could buy for a couple of pounds. Do you know what I mean? So the total of what they were charging for the box, nearly £30, you could probably source everything for like £10. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't sort of follow some of these boxes that were out there, but Tamed Wild did look like a more well worth your money type of thing. But of course, because it went over to the US, and even though they sort of compensated for the postage coming over, it just put me straight off. So I didn't sort of ever try one of the Tamed Wild boxes. I do watch them on the YouTube channels, okay. But Brandy done 3 of hers, and she does another one, L Casket, I think it is, Brandy, that you mentioned about what your daughter has. It's a book type of package that you have every month or every couple of months. But I just love watching I just love watching the unboxings, and then I get quite jealous because I think, oh gosh, I wish we had that in the UK. We do have Witch Casket, and I know some of the people, Cali Sunflower, I know that you've purchased some of those in the past. The good thing with Witch Casket, they do send over abroad as well, but you can just subscribe for 1 month and then you can just unsubscribe, so you're not tied in. That's the one thing I do like about Witch Casket. And I am going to put myself out this month for the July one. I think it's the 15th of the month when they open up on Witch Casket for you to subscribe. So I think I am going to have a little delve in and just see what it's all about. So Brandy, watch this space. I will probably be doing an unboxing in the next couple of months to have a look of what comes out, if it's what I think any value. So I'm going to pick a card, guys, randomly. I've whittled on enough today, so let's just pull one out, and we have the 9 of Pentacles for the lovely energy of the Tarot Brigada, or whoever clicks on this video as and when. Now that is quite a positive card there, so I think for us lovelies who clicks on this today, or is listening to this, or is stuck through this little VT with me, then we're coming to more or less a near completion here with the 9 going into a 10. Peace, we've got a dove in the picture here. Things are, you know, we are feeling more at ease with the world in general, okay? And I just feel that the energy around us this week, guys, it's just saying we're getting some more peace and clarity back in our lives, which we all need, okay? I think we've all felt a little bit of stress and anxiety over the last couple of months with everything that's been going on in the world. But it's just saying, you know, with the 9 of Pentacles, then we're getting that, you know, that little bit of sigh of relief that we can go back outdoors. You know, the restrictions have lifted and are lifting from us. And for some of us, it's about getting back to work as well, where we may have been furloughed or, you know, had to stay away from work. And it's just saying now everything seems to be flowing again. I just feel like this week things are going to be starting to flow in a little bit more. But the main focus on here is the dove, peace, calm. We're all in this, you know, more of an ease nature. So that is a nice card to finish this Tarot Tea on Tuesday for my lovelies. So guys, one more thing I did want to mention, because there's a few, well, I mentioned the channel to Brandy, and I was surprised that she hadn't heard of the channel. So I am going to put it on here. It may not be everybody's cup of tea again, but Jonna Jinton. If you've never heard of Jonna Jinton, or you've never seen that girl's channel, she is, as I said to Brandy on her channel, I'll put a little comment on saying, I don't believe that girl is from this realm. She's from another realm. She's so talented. She's an artist. She sings. She makes music. She lives, I think it's, I don't know, I always get mixed up whether it's Norway or Sweden, but I think, I'm not going to even confirm which one it is, but obviously it does tell you on the VT where she lives. But it's obviously, it's in the middle of nowhere, in like the Nordic setting, okay? And their winters are harsh, really, really harsh. And she will go out when the lake is frozen and literally records the sounds what ice makes, okay? And the ice can make some absolutely magnificent sounds. And she adapted the sounds to make a music CD, okay, with adding her voice into different aspects. Just amazing, an amazing person. Her earlier VTs at the start, she obviously talks in her own native tongue, so I hadn't got a clue what she was saying. But as you go further along the latest videos, okay, then she does, you know, talk into English as well. But the way she met her partner, you know, it's really, really heart-rending. And what I will do is I will put that link in the description box below, how she met Johan, her partner. She's now married to him, but it's a funny little story, and I just want to put that out there. It's worth a little watch, guys, honestly, if you just watch how they met. But yeah, Jonna Jinton, just another person out there who is living life to the full. And fair play to her. She's only a young girl, and fair play to her. She is just something else. Okay, I can't rave about that person enough. So I hope you have enjoyed this little chat today, my lovelies. I am now going to go downstairs and get myself a drink, and I hope you have a fabulous week. So take care. Bye then.